is for the weak.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Starfyre Gaming. I am Sir Joseph and this is Warhammer 40k Rouge Trader. We are going to go celebrate with Jay. Yeah, see, last time she was over here.
A new challenge for me?
Got suspicious prowlers, lots of them. Where's she at? Citizen. Oh, is this her group? Yeah, here we go. Torah, Core, Octavania, J. You easily spot Jay in a group crowded around the table. Hey, we didn't easily find her. It took us a little bit. The extravagant luxury of her attire and her gleaming augment set her apart from the rest. Seeing you, she exclaims, "May the gravitational wells on your worlds never lack for grip, just as my heart never lacks for the joy of the sight of Rouge Trader Von Valencius." With an approving chuckle, Octaviana mutters, "I can't believe you actually roped the Rouge Trader into coming to your party. If the Rouge Trader raises a toast to your health, I'll start to believe you really are a princess and not just a smuggler with the gift of gab. Take your seat, your lordship." How's your party going? We have been laughing and celebrating life, Shireen, as true friends do. But until your arrival, we were but stars in a moonless sky, merely heralding your coming. Now we are happy. Observe the group. Jay's friends look exactly as you would expect, like hardened operators of the cold trade, arrayed in the forbidding but glitzy style common to those who like to skirt the limits of the law. One pair in particular catches your eye. A young man and woman, twins it seems, identical yet distinct from each other. The man has a lively face and a crazed look in his eyes, while the woman is cold and calm, and seems slightly drowsy. Octaviana readily tops up the glasses on the table, playing the role of consummate host. But you notice that her and Jay's chairs are drawn slightly closer together than usual for a pair who seem connected only by superficial acquaintances. I will gladly accept your offer. Octaviana draws out a bottle from under the table. The glass is as thick as your finger and is covered in wax seals. With no exaggeration, this is the finest Amasac that has ever graced this bar. Jay personally acquired it, as she says, for a special occasion. It seems that you are the special occasion, your lordship. The crowd around the table falls silent, exchanging awkward looks. It would appear they are unaccustomed to drinking in the presence of the lofty individuals, such as yourself. Let us drink to the lady of the hour, J. Haydari. The assembled group bursts into approving cheers, and the bar fills with the sounds of clinking glasses. The amasec tastes exorbitantly expensive, sweeping you into a kaleidoscope of flavors: tart floral bitterness, honeyed sweetness, and then other far more refined sensations that are nameless, owing to the small number who can afford to experience them. Bravo, Octi. This AMSEC will do me very well indeed. Jay's self-satisfied reply elicits general laughter, and the tension at the table seems to loosen slightly. So these are your associates. The precious roses in the garden of my soul, and the golden little bees that bring honeyed riches to my treasure house. Yes, this is my crew of cold traders. The two identical ones are the trickster twins, my closest associates, Kor, our resident hothead, and his wiser sister, Tora. Don't let her fool you, your lordship. She's only calling me a precious rose because you're here. When it's just us, if I'm lucky, I get that arsehole with the gun, Kor chuckles good-naturedly. Because you are the arsehole with the gun. If I'd dragged you out as many scrapes as Jay has, that's not the name I'd be using for you. I can tell you that much. Kor's sister rolls her eyes. Pay no attention to him, your lordship. Kor has nobody to blame but himself for that nickname. What were you talking about before I arrived? Business. My dear Tora, whose mind never strays from the chilly peaks of the mountain of money she's made, was telling me the latest cold trade news. Exciting times are upon us. We're not the only ones being tested for weak spots. Vladame's set on putting the Ultraquisitoris out of business, and it looks like he's got Mercy's blessing to do it. The big beasts are picking off the small ones. I think things are only going to get more interesting from here on out. That means it's time for us to step up and become major players, eh? Kor winks at Jay. I know a couple of Churgnars from the Ultraquisitors that they're dry as you like. We could tell them to cool their heels with us, and they'll be more willing at the others, and there'll be more willing at the other altars. We take on Falco and even blow Vladium out an airlock too. Kor, my sweet, before you go chewing Faceline with Chegnars, you need to clear the altar and hide the pulses. If Vladium's playing all the lines, he won't touch me, but I don't want to shift the risk onto you. There's chatter about the commission. The conversation quickly turns into an impenetrable mishmash of terms from the secret argot of cold traders. This guy looks like trouble. It's Falco. The man who has just approached the table is hideous by anyone's standards. A repulsive face, greasy hair, and bulging veins at his temples. His attempt at an amiable smile is so transparently false and off-putting that your fingers itch to reach for your weapon. With a surprised look askance at you, he says, Mistress Haydari, allow me to wish you a happy Amarikar. Master Mercy could not let such an occasion go unmarked. He sends his warm wishes and a gift. Mercy's gift. When in combat, the wearer of this cloak gains plus 15 bonus to fellowship whenever there are no enemies within a 4-cell radius. Oh, Falco, I'm much obliged and touched by your presence. May the fire in your heart burn forever bright and hot like the stars of the Gremnor system. Tell Mercy that this show of his precious attention towards my humble self brought dew to my eyes and a song to my heart. Whisper to Octaviana. Isn't Falco the one who stole Jay's cargo? The very same, the greasy piece of grok shit, Octaviana says, wearing the sweetest, most amiable smile anyone could imagine. But the stars of the Gremnor system all died around 100,000 years ago, and the systems around them are true breeding grounds of death. Is it customary in the Casablanca to attend parties of people you have tried to ruin? After you got involved in their turf war, they all decided that a peaceful resolution would be for the best. This here is a symbolic confirmation of the ceasefire. Who is this Mercy? Some mysterious figure in the mission. The Casablanca put him here to keep a handle on things and to make sure the interests of the senior partners aren't forgotten. If anyone does become a bit forgetful, Mercy comes along, somebody dies, somebody else panics and empties their pockets. Falco and Mercy aren't officially connected. Falco is just another prosperous mission agent like Jay and other people. But Falco's happy to do Mercy's dirty work for him, and that's why he gets preferential treatment. Let's be quiet now. Sacrificing time you could have spent on business to come here for me is a precious gift, Falco. I will not test your generosity any further. As Falco turns away from the table, you see a snarl of feral hatred twist his already repulsive features. Even foes bowing down before Jay Haydari. That is something worth celebrating. And what better way to celebrate than with a game? With stakes, naturally. Today is my Amarikar, and that's what I want. Jay draws a stack of carved plasteel tiles from her pocket. They are decorated with symbols and fine mag lines. Holding the tiles in one hand and raising her glass with another, Jay asks, "What do you think, Shireen? Does the Rouge Trader have anything he's willing to wager?" Imperium lore succeeded. You recognize the tiles in Jay's hand. It is a set of Tanto Lo, a game popular among gamblers. Each player is dealt several tiles, which you can arrange into a pattern of specific value by carefully matching up the mag lines. Whoever has the highest value wins. Voidsmen love playing Tanto Lo, which is usually won by luck or skill. I don't know the rules. It's easy. Every player is dealt a few tiles. The tiles are connected by mag lines, and there are lots of possible combinations. You arrange the tiles in a design that has a particular value, and whoever has the highest value wins. Talking a mile a minute about the rules and tile combinations, Jay deftly shuffles a stack of tiles. Raise our goblet and salute. I shall play. Watch out for his lordship, lads. He was awfully quick to agree just now. I have a sneaking suspicion about how the Rouge Trader acquired all his countless riches. But I shall warn you now, Playing for money is considered wrong on Efreet, because gaming is tempting fate. So instead, we're going to play for wishes. A pile of tiles is placed in front of you and the other players. We got 97% on that, so... You've been dealt a poor hand. You cannot make a high-value arrangement with these tiles. Glancing at her tiles and grinning, Jay declares resolutely, I'm going to show my hand. The Exalted One loves me today. And if one does not show one's hand, then what then? Then you have a chance to bow out of the game without losing. But you can only do that before someone announces they're going to show their hand. No luck. Chuckling, Jay tosses her tiles onto the table. Her hand is significantly better than yours and anyone else's. And for my wish, I want everyone to drink to my good fortune. It has already granted me a gift fit for a queen. I'm talking about you, Shireen. May fortune continue to smile upon me. Everyone at the table eagerly raises their glasses. You join in before you are even aware you have done so. A new stack of tiles is already waiting for you at the table. You realize that moments have skipped past without your knowing. It seems the AMSEC is somewhat stronger than you thought. Alright, look at her hand. Now this is definitely a good one, the best you can get. When you look up, you see everyone else, apart from Jay, has already tossed their tiles onto the table in disappointment. It's just the two of us left, Shireen. I'm going to show my hand. Show your hand. The sight of your hand sets everyone at the table into a flurry of excitement, but then the chatter turns into a roar of triumph. Jay's hand is the most valuable in the game. I win again. What should I ask of you, Shireen? Let's see. Given your profession, I would extract a promise of my assistance should you ever find yourself in trouble in the future. You promise to save me? What an exciting adventure that could turn out to be. It's almost worth getting into trouble for. I accept your stake. Tiles are dispersed around the table, forming piles in front of each player. You suddenly feel your body growing heavy. The treacherous AMSEC is slowly robbing you of clarity and thought and dexterity. Your hand is not especially good or bad. It is the kind of hand that is played only by someone desperate who has nothing left to bet. Before anyone says they're showing their hands, I'm announcing a condition. Seeing as it's my Amarakar today, the only stake I play for is a dance. I'll play. Glancing at your hand, Jay discards her own tiles face down. Mine are worse. Looks like you've won, Shireen. I'll be delighted to grant you a wish. Is that Octavian? Her, what's her face? Octaviana. The light plays in Jay's dark skin and glints off the silver augmetic on her throat. Moving with the grace of a sand snake, she holds your gaze and smiles mischievously. Her dark curls fall across her face, and you see the saucy glint in her eyes through her alluring curtain of hair. Was that Jay dancing? That was Jay dancing. This dance is called the Dance of the Captive Raviani Girl. When the governor of Afrit Selim Khan the Bright crushed the Ravanian rebellion, the daughter of the rebel leader was brought to him, the beautiful Nayana. She danced for him, telling him of the struggle of her proud people, and then snatched a weapon from a guard's hand and aimed it at Selim Khan. But the spark of love that had kindled between them that day stopped the Facelin from igniting in the cartridge, and both Narayan and Semlikian lived through the day, and then many more days which were spent together. That's enough betting for me. My luck is very fickle today. Unlike Amsak, you can always trust Amsak. It always lies. Smiling sweetly, Jay presses your goblet into your hand. Her skin seems soft from within, and the sparks of laughter in her eyes dance like flames. To Amasek's deceit! May the deceit not live to regret it, or the deceived not live to regret it. Fog swaddles your mind in appealing ideas of other ways you could amuse yourself at this party. Surrendering to the maelstrom of chaotic thoughts, you let the all-pervading merriment determine your fate. So we got drunk. Thoughts tumble violently inside your head, periodically ricocheting off the inside of your skull and triggering bursts of piercing pain. Your tongue feels desiccated and shriveled in your mouth, and it scrapes painfully against your teeth. Light is the enemy. Hangover time. Self-awareness returns unbidden, bringing with it an inexplicable sense of awkwardness. Your beleaguered body violently protests against the very idea of getting out of your soft bed. That's me every morning. You hear a soft sigh beside you. Looking over, you see dark-haired fanned out across your pillow. Jay, who is cozied up next to you fast asleep, is fully dressed just as you are. Or perhaps she is not asleep at all. Shireen, you certainly know how to have a good time. Let's try to remember how the party ended. You struggle to piece together your fragmented memories of last night's carousing. For some reason, you can clearly recall the ingratiating looks of the wardens as they tried to persuade you to stop, the cries of beggars to whom you gave an obscene amount of alms, and the stamping of the servitor that you rode around the station to Jake's uncontrolled glee. Oh my goodness. How did the night end? I don't remember all of it. I think we shot at some people over their heads. Someone didn't offer us the requested amount of respect. Then you said that flying a shuttle was easy and that you would bet your warrant that you could get us to the ship. We also stripped a man and burnt his clothes because the sight of them offended the Exalted One. I can still smell the singed fibers now. How did you end up in my chambers? I helped you get back to your quarters, and then I couldn't find the door to get out again, and you graciously gave up 35% of your bed for me. Yes, I think that's the number our haggling ended on. You and I, we did not just fall into bed together just to sleep, did we? No, Shireen, your conduct was quite becoming of a rogue trader. We need to make ourselves presentable. I'm sorry to say you're right, Shireen. No matter how soft the bed or how pleasant the company, there is a line we must not cross, and I am perilously close to doing just exactly that by getting a couple of bottles of delicious medicine from our aching heads. Alright, so we got hammered. Where are we? I guess we are on this. Oh, bathroom. Remember last time we were in the bathroom, the walls were bleeding. All right. So I want to go back to Footfall and I think the atrium is where that priest is, the Drusian priest, and go get a bunch of reputation with him. There we go. I was wondering how long I was going to be sitting at 100%.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Yep. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
I woke up with a feeling of wonder, as if a field of flowers was present. A child was saved from death.
Oh, and we still got
1,000 heretics were burning alive, begging and sobbing and
Heinrich
howling.
business. The Emperor protects. Hieronymus Doloroso's unblinking eye fixes on Yerliet. I know not why his voice, vested to protect the Imperium's borders from the intrusion of the enemies of humanity, would see fit to keep an ungodly Xenos in their retinue. But I say to you, repent, young von Valentius, and pray to the Emperor for forgiveness, for your soul has forevermore been stained with the taint of an outsider, where there can be no virtue in that which is contrary to his divine will. Stick a sock in it. Yerliet is busy studying the local architecture. It would seem that she finds Footfall's bustle far more interesting than Hieronymus's words. Your request has been fulfilled. The cultists in the Shadow Quarter have been cleared out. A grim smile brightens his features, and he makes the sign of the Aquila. I hope that their suffering was commensurate with their deeds. Is it true the pirate Dens was your parishioner and that he endowed the Darusians with donations? It is. Over the course of his life, that reprobate had burdened his soul with many vile and egregious acts. His confessions were akin to a grant catechism listing humanity's imminent vices and enormities. It was all the more painful for him to realize that, of all the heinous acts he'd committed, not one had been forgotten by the Emperor. Dens was afraid of death and that which would await him after. He hoped to atone for his misdeeds, yearned to convince, if not the Emperor, then himself at least, that he had been more than a conscientious speck of malignant mold his entire life. Or conscious. I see. May the soul of Dens, the Emperor's unworthy servant, one day be cleansed through suffering. I want to do the trading stuff. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I'd like to take a look at what the followers of St. Drusus can offer me. There we go. Elite Chainsword, a heavy bolter, power claymore, Death World boots, raiding gloves, heavy flamer, martyr's penson, roaring thunder. We get us 48,000. We don't need it so much for buying things. We need it for the stuff back home. Infernal pistol shot at short range, once per combat. Does use up actions though. Let's see, +5 bonus to parry reduction. Convention Iconoclast, all allies. Gain plus Iconoclast rank to hit against enemies adjacent to the wearer. The wearer automatically dodges allies' melee attacks. So that's kind of cool. Why are we looking at what Cassia has on? Let's see, we'll take these gloves. Death World boots. These boots grant the wearer 15% dodge reduction bonus for attacks with melee weapons. Warworld Origin Enforcer Carapace. +10 bonus to wear and 15% damage to psychic and navigator powers. Inflicts -10 penalty to weapon skills and blade lats. That looks like something good for Cassia. Sanctified staff, no. Elite chainsword. Might be worth it. Militan's cloak. Wears first melee attack in combat. Can't be dodged. Imperial scroll. No. Heavy bolter. Strength 60 though you would carry that bad boy. Grab it anyways. Power claymore. Let's grab that. We don't know if it's better than what we got or not, but let's grab it anyways. Alright, I think that's everything. Inventory. Scroll. Cassia. Yeah, we want that. What is our iconoclast? Ardent. Oh, it doesn't matter. So we're 11, we got 2 ranks, so that would be plus 10 plus 2 times 2, 4, so 14% hit chance. And what do we normally have on our hands? Ooh, weapon skill and strength. Automatically dodge all melee attacks, but we got the thing for parry stuff, so I don't think we're going to put that on. So Argenta could have the heavy bolter. Or 3. 14 and 16 damage. I think we'll stick with this. I think we'll stick with what we got. Oh. Did we already swap out the... Not sure if I already did, but we're fine. Alright. Back to the ship. Or no, back to the bay. We'll go do the same thing with... with the tech priest guy. Then we go back to the ship, start heading down towards where we need to go, and then of course off camera I'll check out our worlds and I will level up our guys. Now, if you guys would rather me check out the worlds on camera, let me know in the comments, and I could do that instead of doing it off in the future. Want to make a deal. All right, what do you got for me here? Kyurgen's manual, plasma pistol, a precise las gun, as far as we got, huh? Targeting visor that looks like a little bit like a toilet. All right, back to the ship.
None shall stand in my way.
See if that that station or something that is in this system. Oh. We've got those data things we can... I wonder if this place will actually talk to us now. We'll do the data thing because it's almost time for us to call it. We'll do the data thing because we got those data slates from Kiavagama and that other place. Yeah, no, they won't talk to us. Okay. So we'll do that next time so we don't get caught in a long conversation. What happened? Oh. They're ships. Lord Captain, emergency report. The augurs have detected several void ships slowly encircling us. Our requests for this pursuit to cease have been completely ignored, but an unmanned vessel has been dispatched in our direction, broadcasting only 2 words, Gift and Haydari. Exalted One, incinerate these void jackals. What does it mean? Jay's agitated voice comes on the Vox channel. Shireen, this whole thing stinks worse than a dead Grox. And it's also eerily similar to how Casabilican agents operate. With your permission, I would like to see what kind of gift those tight-lipped ashmags have sent me. I was kind of intent to just blow up it. The Voxmaster patiently waits your instructions, flipping switches and occasionally emitting crackling static from her integrated Vox system. What ships are they? A frigate and 4 raiders, Lord Captain. No identifying marks, so they are probably pirates. Although the Augur Master reports that they are well coordinated, more so than your typical rabble. I wish to contact the Pursuer's flagship. Apologies, Lord Captain. Our attempted calls to the unknown Pursuer ship are being automatically relayed to the beacon on the pilotless vessel. Alright, let's bring it on. I think it's a trap, but let's bring it on. It will be done, Lord Captain. A shuttle carrying a retrieval team and bomb disposal specialists is already en route. Several tense hours go by. All the while, Jay Haydari paces back and forth across the captain's bridge. But at the first shriek of the sirens announcing the shuttle's return, she rushes down to the lower decks. Core, no! Jay's outburst blares from the comm bed, momentarily deafening you and a third of the officers on the bridge listening to the Vox channel. No, no, no! Why would the Exalted One doom so kind-hearted a person to such a fate? What void beast has done this to you? The Vox chatter picks up a quiet sob, the whining screech of an augment on the bulkhead's panel, the crunching of metal fingers, and Jay cuts the Vox connection. Ahem! Lord Captain, the returning Voidborn report that the package for Jay Haydari was the head of a young man. Vigdis types swiftly at the cogitator keys. According to our archives, he was a member of her trade network on Footfall. The deceased is Trickster Core, one of the Trickster twins, whose engagement... who engage in suspicious commercial activities on the station's asteroids with Mistress Haydari. Static comes over the line, the siren blares again, and the Voxmaster turns to you. We have finally been alerted to an incoming Vox transmission. My officers are standing by to connect you to the unidentified parties. Let's see who would dispatch such impudence to a rogue trader. It will be done, Lord Captain. A minute later, the Vox lines crackles with static, followed by a rough, drunken voice. Well, I'll be. It's His Holiness Rogue Trader Von Throne Damned Valencius. I humbly tug my furlock to you, my lord. We meant no offense. Our convoy is but a mark of respect for your holy self. We wouldn't have stopped to talk. You wouldn't have stopped to talk to us, would you, if we hadn't given your officers a good scare, eh? Oh, where are my manners? I forgot to introduce myself. Toto the Vulture, at your most noble service. Your gift. What do you mean by it? Oh, that? Toto the Vulture laughs, and it sounds like a giggling of an innocent little boy. A little boy with a frog in his throat. Just a little joke to raise a smile, your lordship, and a warning for one slippery little rat. You see, a little bird told my boss that the rat I'm after is on your ship, and we're the best rat catchers this side of the maw, your trade ship. So, we're ready to take possession of that problem off your hands. All you have to do is put Jay Hidari on a pod and send her straight to the coordinates we'll give you. My boss has been after her for a while, and he's generous with those who help him. You're no vulture, Toto. You're the worst kind of ashmag. A voice just as rough as Toto the Vulture's bursts into the Vox channel. Tell me, you son of a grox and a void jackal, who sent you? And the critter runs right into the trap, the Vulture chuckles hoarsely. I'm afraid I can't reveal his name. Why would I want to? That's a terrible thing. Threaten my retinue, and you threaten me. So, the answer's no then. That's probably for the best, your lordness. I made a bad negotiator, but a damn fine pirate. Before the Vox channel cuts off, you hear Raspy shouting, Falco says hello, Jay Hidari, and screw you. Alright, so we know it's Falco.
Their efforts will be for naught.
So there's the frigate. Just 3 of them? Would look that way. Oh wow, that's really short range, but much broader than I'm used to. No, there we go. Launch with torpedoes. on that side. That one's trying to get away. We won't let it. Alright, first thing we're going to do is...
No trace of their filth, Rogue Trader.
Go ahead and do a shallow jump. Well, that's a bad place to stop. Okay, there you go, that's better. As I say, there's 2 ships left. Oh, one of them's us. Ah! Can't let that destroyer get away. It's not gonna. Leveled up our ship. We got some machinery, core, some scrap. Drifting Void Ship. Is that the same? Did we already talk to this? Is that that one place, or is that something different? I don't know. We'll find out. So we didn't take any damage to our ship. 430 to upgrade our hull. Let's do this first. Extra 2 range, that would be nice. Extra scrap from destroying ships, that'll help upgrading. Steady hand, nice. Of course, all of these same things here. I think we're gonna take it all. And arc augury. And let's go ahead and upgrade our hull. Let's go talk to the ship real fast. I think it's the dude, but no, it's not. It's a boarding thing. We will do that next time. So thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. As always, like, subscribe, and comment. I've been Sir Joseph. You guys are amazing. Until next time, stay safe out there. And I'll talk to you later.